NATO Foreign Ministers will meet tomorrow and Thursday to address President Putin's war against Ukraine. We have all seen the horrific images of murdered civilians in Bucha and other places controlled by the Russian military until a few days ago. This is unbearable brutality that Europe has not witnessed in many decades. Targeting and murdering civilians is a war crime. All the facts must be established, and all those responsible for these atrocities must be brought to justice. NATO allies are supporting investigations, including through the United Nations and the International Criminal Court. The Ukrainian armed forces are putting up fierce resistance, retaking territory from the Russian invaders, and forcing Russia to change its war plans. But Moscow is not giving up its ambitions in Ukraine. We now see a significant movement of troops away from Kiev to regroup, rearm, and resupply, and they shift their focus to the east. In the coming weeks, we expect a further Russian push in the eastern and southern Ukraine to try to take the entire Donbas and to create a land bridge to occupied Crimea. So this is a crucial phase of the war. And as Ukraine faces this new offensive, NATO Foreign Ministers will discuss what more we will do. Allies are determined to provide further support to Ukraine, including anti-tank weapons, air defense systems, and other equipment. Allies have also increased humanitarian assistance and financial aid. NATO will also look to provide cybersecurity assistance and equipment to help Ukraine protect against chemical and biological threats. I expect we will also decide to do more for NATO's other partners, which are vulnerable to Russian threats and interference, including Georgia and Bosnia-Herzegovina. By stepping up our political and practical support, we can help our partners strengthen their resilience and prevent any future aggression. On Thursday, we will be joined by Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba. He will update us on the latest developments, including Kiev's negotiations with Moscow. Finland, Sweden, Georgia, and the European Union will be at the table, and we will be joined by NATO's Asia-Pacific partners: Australia, Japan, New Zealand, and the Republic of Korea. Because this crisis has global implications, which concerns us all. We see that China has been unwilling to condemn Russia's aggression and has joined Moscow in questioning the right of nations to choose their own path. At a time where authoritarian powers are pushing back on the rules-based international order, it is even more important for democracies to stand together and protect our values. So I expect we will agree to deepen NATO's cooperation with our Asia-Pacific partners, including in areas such as arms control, cyber, hybrid, and technology. Working more closely together will make us all safer and more secure. Allies will also discuss our work to develop NATO's next strategic concept, in time for the Madrid summit in June. It will guide the alliance as we adapt to a new security reality. It will address the implications of Russia's aggressive actions and our future relationship with Moscow. For the first time, it will also need to take account of China's growing influence and coercive policies on the global stage, which pose a systemic challenge to our security and to our democracies. Our next strategic concept must also consider climate change, terrorism, and emerging and disruptive technologies. At our summit last year, we agreed to establish a €1 billion NATO Innovation Fund and a Defence Innovation Accelerator for the North Atlantic Diana. This week, ministers will endorse the Charter of Diana, setting up how it will work. It will include a network of nearly 60 innovation sites in Europe and North America, enabling NATO to develop and test new capabilities for our defense. Altogether, the initial footprint will cover 20 NATO nations, representing a true transatlantic endeavor, and we expect it will continue to expand in the future. Diana will work with academia and the private sector, including startups and entrepreneurs, so that allies, regardless of their size or their location, can harness the best of new technology and keep our people safe. Our meeting this week is an important milestone as we continue to adapt our alliance for the future.